I feel like this has been going on since I went through immigration. Actually, I feel like this has been going on since 2007. Actually, it's been going on for my entire life. I want to say, this is just sorry, sorry. This video is a bit off. There we go. That's better. I want to say it's been going on. I like to say, it's only been going on the last 11 years, but no. Since 2015. No, this is when everything just sort of came to a head. I'm so fucking sick of it. Can't believe it. So, yeah. Anyone telling the truth? I won't speak to my mum again. Every time I think I'll let my guards down and talk to her again. And you know who that just reminded me of? Mary Ann Michalski, mum's younger sister. She used to say the same thing. She goes, with your mother, you let your guards down. You think, oh no, Carol's been behaving. You let your guards down and you let her back in. It's like, it's not bipolar or anything like that. Like Marion will go, oh, it's bipolar. It's like, no, it's not. She's a fucking cunt. That's all it is. Well, don't make excuses up. Mum knows what she's doing. She's doing it deliberately to make everyone fight. For example, like she'll argue and cause confusion and discredit me, grandson. A great example of that is my great grandmother. So my great grandmother moved back to 43 Piper Street, Leichhardt. So Mary moved back there in 1989. And she didn't go into the nursing home until. So even other family members can confirm this. My mother completely lied and denied the facts. She goes, no, she didn't. Like you said, so if I could say whatever I say, she's going to deny. It's my entire life. So if I say, say if I say, oh, that color is blue. She goes, no, it's not. It's black. That's what she's like. So you know what I mean? Like, is that just to completely say it doesn't matter what I say? She'll just deny it being true. So it's like lifelong gaslighting. So she's been doing it for years since she got with the Rackley. She's been doing it. So anyway, so it is. It's lifelong gaslighting from mum. She's the main instigator of all the trouble that ever gets caused. Anyway, so Big Nan, which is Mary, she went into the nursing home around 1994. Because I'm pretty sure that her other brother, which was Matthew John Sayer, Matthew John Sayers, the one I call Uncle Jack, or apparently I used to call him Auntie Jack, which is what Mum's cousin Sharon Newcomb said. She goes, no, because I was talking about, I said, Uncle Jack. She goes, you used to call him Auntie Jack. I said, oh, do you know? Oh. I'll take her word for it, because Mum's cousin was lovely. Can't believe she's passed on. But Sharon Newcomb, I can't believe this. I was really looking forward to coming back to Australia and seeing Sharon Newcomb. Anyway, I was devastated. Can't now. Well, I was devastated. So I really like keeping in touch with Mum's other cousin, Brian Keegan, who still lives in Leichhardt. I was devastated. God, I was devastated. Like, honestly, she passed away last year. And I was so, out of all of them, I couldn't believe it. Because I was chatting, out of all the family members, I was actually chatting to Sharon Newcomb when I was in America. Because I'm always close to Mum's cousin, Sharon Newcomb. I couldn't believe it. I tell you what, when I found it, I was like, I can't believe this. She's passed on. I was devastated, absolutely devastated. But anyway, it felt like losing my last connection to my great grandmother. Actually, this happened last year. I was like, oh my god, that's the last. It was like the last flame burning of a remnants of Big Nan. So it almost felt like I lost Big Nan last year. It was actually really weird because to me, because Big Nan passed away around 1995. I was 16. So I was very close to Big Nan, to my great grandmother. Very close to her. Extremely close. Everyone in the family would know. Extremely close to my great grandmother and extremely close to my Nan Lola. And when Big Nan passed away, so Mum was always closer to Sharon Newcomb. That's her, was her favourite cousin, and I was always close to her as well, very close to her. And she had this finesse about her that reminded me of my great grandmother. And funny enough, she was raised by my great grandmother, who's her grandmother. So her mother, so Sharon Newcomb's mother, is Auntie Mari, and yeah, and Auntie Mari didn't raise Sharon. Auntie Mari's mother raised Sharon, which is my big nan, and it's kind of almost similar with me because like whatever. And I mean this being nasty towards mum, but it's the fact is that Lola raised Amanda and myself, so our grandmother raised us, and so we had a lot of similarities. A great example of the similarity is that okay, Sharon Newcomb used to call her grandmother, which is my big nan, she used to call her little nan. And then she'd call her great grandmother, which is Julia, she'd call her great grandmother Big Nan. So it's little nan and big nan. And Amanda and myself used to call my nana little nan and my great grandmother Big Nan. And this comes from Sharon Newcomb, from my mum's cousin. So I was so close to her growing up that she was one of the very few family members. Like I'm in America, and I rang to chat with her and rang to check. I rang her during COVID to check on her because I was so close to Sharon Newcomb. And she used to live down the road from my dad, Mark Fleming, actually, at once in Empire Bay. And she, like, you know, she lived around my dad's older sister's kids as well. And then like, when I found out she passed away last year, I was like, it was almost like I just lost Big Nan. There was this, like, I couldn't believe it. I honestly was just devastated. Um, oh my God, because that was the last. God, I wish I had have got that pianola now. Okay, but I'm going to understand this. So, a gentleman in North Sydney. Oh God, I wish I had have got it. So I've got rooming for. I would have loved. Oh, so stupid. He offered it to me. He smashed it up and he threw it away. My mum's cousin Sharon Newcomb had a music room in her house, and there used to be a pianola. So you know, and when I was young, so when I was younger, I used to, so it was the like cottage house type thing that she had at Empire Bay. So you walk in, you got all these like foyers and so forth, and there's a music room on the bottom level, but then you walk upstairs to the living room and you know the room that like where she lived. And I used to stay downstairs where the music room was and play the pianola. So it's one it's got the rolls and it's got the foot pedals. And I was lucky enough last year where a gentleman said he was getting rid of one. I was like, oh look, I really want that, but let me get back to you. And then I got assaulted last year, 2nd of February 2025. I didn't get back to the guy soon enough. And when I recovered from concussion, I contacted him and I said, oh, have you still got that pianola? He goes, I've taken it to the tip. I'm like, oh no. It's like, oh please. Like, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, I want to, like, really want a pianola. It reminds me of the pianola mum's cousin had when I was growing up. I've always wanted a pianola. Right, just sit there and listen to piano music playing, like, you know. I was so devastated. I don't like it, not emotionally, like wailing or anything like that or mourning, but it's just like it feels like surreal. I'm like, so then Big Nan really is passed on. Meaning, just like now that aunt, I call Aunt Sharon, but she's my cousin, mum's cousin, like my second cousin. So Sharon Newcomb, I was like, now Sharon Newcomb's passed away. You gotta be kidding me. It's like, well, there goes the last flame of Big Nan. So it was sort of, God, that was really hard. Anyway, so I keep in touch with mum's other cousin as well, who I was really close to, which is, and he's lovely, which is my nan's brother's son, which is Brian Keegan. Still lives in Leichhardt. Really get along. Like, it is one of the most enjoyable times. Like, I'll be like, oh, you know what? Especially, you know, like as I'm getting older, it's like, oh, I just want to connect with some family members I actually really enjoy hanging around without having to talk crap. Like, I just like, you know, like he talks about the police force and so forth when he worked in the police force and things, and like travels. Like, it's actually nice. Like, he traveled around America when he was young as well. Like, he's just a great guy, you know, and no, you can see the Keegan in him. Like, you know, honestly, God, you can actually see, like, because there's Irish from mum. Like, so there is Irish in me. So there's Irish from mum's side. Like I said, it's Irish, English, and a little bit of French. There's a lot of Irish when you look at it, because there's Matthew Joseph Ryan, and then there's Arthur William James Keegan. So you've got two Irish, and one English, which is a Sayer, and the French. Oh, Purdy's English. Sorry, Mum's father. Purdy's English, and then you've got the French. So one French, which is Bridget Dufresne. Wow. No, good. It's something that now that I'm at a certain age, I'm like, oh, I don't like this. Because I don't like the fact that I'm getting old and feeling crap. Like, look at my leg here. Look at that. Look at the freaking rash on it. That's breaking up. Look at that. It's absolutely killing me. Oh, it's where I live. Had some bad staph infections. So I'm not in the best mood right now because my freaking skin's breaking up. Which is absolutely... So it actually hurts. So you see that? I had pants on today. So I get staph breakout. So when I wear clothing, the clothing's rubbing my skin. So imagine this: you want to try and hold it together in public, but you've got long trousers on and a shirt, where you just want to be naked. Like I just literally just want to strip off butt naked and be walking down George Street naked, because as I'm walking, imagine the feel of stinging nettles. Have anyone ever felt stinging nettles? Imagine that feeling on your skin. Every time you take a step, you're feeling this brush against your skin. Or I can feel the clothing. You're feeling the clothing brush against your skin. I've got to get back to Margot Whitfield, my skin specialist. And that's what you have. It just brushes until you're just like, this is getting unbearable. I actually literally was getting so freaking unbearable today when I finished in Wynyard. I was like, oh, just get me home. I can't walk anymore. My skin, oh, he's absolutely so unbearable. I was in so much agonizing pain. So I've got a few different health problems that are all massive amounts of pain, and this is one of them. It's the skin issue. It just burns like stinging nettles, and Jesus Christ, was it hurting today. Trying to keep it together. So there's some other health issues and so forth. And it's like, I already don't like this in my life, and then there's fragments of my life that's just disappearing, meaning, Sharon Newcomb. And it's this sort of aspect where it's like, yeah, but no one knows if we're ever going to see each other again. I mean, is there anything past death? And that's sort of this epitome. I was just there going, oh God, like really, last year when Mum told me, I was like, oh, that was the last sort of connection I had to Big Nan. Like I would talk about to Sharon about Big Nan, and she's like, oh, Big Nan made dresses for Tilly Devine, and things like this, and because she was a seamstress. My Big Nan was a seamstress, and it was just this. It's like, I can't believe this. It's like, no, like, and it's weird, to sort of think how you could handle loss before. It's like now I'm older, I can handle it less because it's like, oh no, it's like everything's just moving where I'm like, I enjoyed that connection. I really love that connection. Now that connection's gone. And it was so sad. Like, I don't want to sound morbid or anything, but I just think it's like, I loved that connection so much, and I don't have it anymore. And I enjoyed that connection. That's the thing. I'm in Connecticut. I'm chatting away to Mum's cousin, Sharon Newcomb. I'm in Connecticut. I'm really enjoying that I had that connection, and then that connection's gone. And it was like, you can't anyway. It was my lifeline to my Big Nan, who passed away when I was 16, to my great grandmother as well. So there we go. I have to have something to tell a psychologist, don't I? Oh, fuck. Yeah, anyway.